It is Friday. Oh my gosh, do you get excited for the weekend? I'm telling you what, this weekend is going to be amazing because I am getting ready for SFR, which is Scentsy Family Reunion. Fly out on Monday. I don't come back until Saturday. I am stoked. But what am I going to do about my customers while I'm gone? Now, we just had an amazing warehouse sale on Wednesday to Thursday. So let's kind of go over what you did for that. Did you notify your customers? Did you follow up with your customers? Did you check in with them? Did you tell them about the sale at all? The best thing that Cincy does for us is that it allows us to share the opportunity with our customers to either get Cincy, get it for a discount, or to get a commission off of it for either purchasing from yourselves or to share it with other people. When the opportunity comes, if you're not taking that opportunity and finding what works for you, you are going to stumble through this business. You really need to try every time that there's a sale to notify your customers. Doesn't matter if you just message them the day before, the week before, the month before, maybe only notify them once a year, twice a year. You need to take those opportunities to start building up a clearance clientele. And this is why when I have a lot of customers, especially right now, saying that it's too expensive because the economy, everything's gone up and they just can't afford the extra luxuries. Well, guys, people are going to spend money on what they feel is important. And it doesn't matter. They could be looking at a mound of debt and they're still going to purchase that purse or get their hair done or get their nails done, get what they feel is a priority. I just show them the opportunity. I just show them that what is available. Here's the clearance. You were talking about the price. Here you go. As I've gone through the year, so in the last 4 years, there has been a number of different sales, clearance sales, warehouse sales, flash sales. Some of them are 24 hours, some of them are 48 hours. It just kind of depends on what Cincy is doing at the time. This last one wasn't my best because I didn't even realize we were having a sale until like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, with it being that late, I didn't have time to message my customers or all of them. I got about 5 messages out. All of them wanted to either get a rewards link or get a reminder. And I'm going to walk you through what I sent, what I told them. I even have my phone here so I can go over it with you guys. Now, you can save this for next time that there's a flash sale or come back to it. But this will kind of get you prepped. And normally I do a video before this, and I've done multiple videos on this, on what to do, how to contact them, how to follow up. But I'm going to briefly go over it. But you can always look through my other videos and look at flash sale setups. So that way you kind of know what's going on. Let's see, got to go back to my messages. Okay, so when I let's see where it's at. Okay, so on Wednesday. So this was right before. So some people I messaged on Tuesday night to let them know it's going to start at 2 p.m. on Wednesday. The others I started messaging about 10 o'clock on Wednesday. And it was like warehouse sale today, 2 p.m. If you would like a rewards link, respond link. Also, I'm creating a reminder list. If you want to be added, respond add. And I wrote them down. I make sure when I start a warehouse sale that I get my notebook. Guys, this is my trusty notebook. I just keep filling it up. That way I can flip back through it and I just keep adding everything in here. So I had warehouse sale. I had the date and the time that it was releasing. So that way I could reference it without having to try to remember. I had 4 people that responded the night before. And then I had 1, 2, 3, 4, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 orders that came through from the flash sale. Now, they weren't huge orders, but guys, it was almost $400 of PRV. So it's not bad, but it was not the worst I've ever had. I think the very first one that I started promoting, that was probably the worst. And I think I only had like 2 orders and it was like maybe $100. So what I do is I tell them before, I create an event on my personal page and in my VIP, and then I go live. And I try to go live in a perfect world. I would go live 3 times the day before, 2 times the day of. just to remind them, just to be able to come up because I never know which video they're actually seeing. But I want to make sure that they know it's coming up and they're hearing it from me because I can do quite a bit of excitement because I get excited and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a Scentsy sale. It's up to 80% off and blah, blah, blah. And I go through and do the whole spiel, letting them know the information. So whatever Scentsy provided us, it's 24 hours while supplies last, 21 days to ship. Um, that there's going to be a queue. I kind of break those up into different videos unless I don't have time, then I kind of combine them and then talk about them later. But the flash sales are really great. And then that means you also have customers to follow up with. One for the ones that you sent the link out that they haven't ordered off of yet, one that you sent a reminder and they still haven't ordered off yet during the sale. And then the last one is when they start to place orders and you're just like, thank you so much for your support of my business and for your order, and you send them that follow-up message, and then you get the other one to follow up when you have another chance to follow up when they get the product delivered. So it's creating opportunities for you to reach out to your customers. And as we're growing this business, and as I'm figuring all the good things out of my business that I'm liking and all the stuff that I need to really work through, I utilize any time that there is a flash sale. And there's a time that if there's nothing else going on, nothing being released, I will start going through the clearance section and start being like, ooh, did you know this warmer's on sale? And ooh, I don't just say, hey, huge closeout sale. I will just highlight a warmer and give some information about it, find a whole bunch of real life pictures, different ways it's been styled. And then that way I'll share it on my Facebook page. And I'll make sure to share it with my customers just to kind of see if there's a whole bunch of people liking it. Then I will I may go live, and especially if I have it myself, I may pull it out. But these are the things that while it's slow, while we are in our lull, to start working on so it becomes a habit. I did a podcast with the ladies on Tuesday, and one thing we were talking about is the challenges of rejection and the way to balance your home life and your work life and your family life and taking care of yourself along with taking care of your business and still having to go to work or still having to go to school. And one thing is that when you are in a slow period, either it's, for a certain month, it's just a little bit slow, or if it's for a certain year, there's ways to get back moving. And what that is, it's a lot of back office stuff. It is scheduling time with yourself and sending messages out to customers. That's not doing 100 of them or 50 of them or 20 of them. It's starting with one. It's starting with some kind of system that you're going to create. Now, you may hear and say, she said system, and I don't have a system. And you may think it's this elaborate plan of like all these different graphs and these boxes and arrows to go here and arrows to go there and down here and over there and a really complex plan. It's not. So a system with Scentsy is small actions repeated over and over again until they become a habit. And that habit is a system. So you can always relate the habits with systems, being consistent. That is creating a system. So for me, following up with my customers, checking in with them on how they like the sale, did they see any really great goodies, that right there kind of brings them into like having more of a casual conversation. It's not about order today or get on my pre-order list. It's more or less like, what did you think? Was there things that you were looking at that you didn't snag? Were they great deals for you? Because that kind of gives me an idea of where this customer's at with Scentsy. Sometimes people are just looking for quality and good pricing. Other people are wanting something particular, like, no, I'm really looking for a purple or green or turquoise warmer. And that way I can kind of keep an eye out for that. So again, as we're going through, or as I'm going through this journey, you have to start watching what Scentsy is also giving an opportunity. And if you're not checking the workstation at least once or twice a day, because like I didn't even think to check on a Wednesday morning because that's not when the notifications from the or an update is sent out. It's normally Thursday. So I'm glad I was able to see someone else's post so I could start reaching out to my customers. So Again, as we're going through this journey, you wanna make sure that you're still highlighting the things that's going on with Scentsy, and then when everything else is not there, that's whenever you can create your own specials, create your own bundles, and it doesn't have to be a discount, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. So, um moving on from that, so that's just kind of what I do for a flash sale, and like I said, it's normally very successful. I think the best one I ever had was almost $1,300 in sales for flash sale, and man, I was pushing. I was still reaching out to people all day long. I just didn't get a good of response because I was late to the game. Now, next week is Cincy Family Reunion. And if you are not signing up for Scentsy Family Reunion every single year, then you need to make it a priority in your business. There are so many reasons, and I'll highlight a couple of them in this video. One is you have to show up for you and your business. If you are not showing up to trainings, it doesn't matter if it's in person, if it's online, or if it's with a local group, you are not learning, you're not connecting, you're not being able to see other like-minded people in one room or learning the same thing. You need that connection. You need to know that you're not the only person that is loving Scentsy. You need to know that you're not the only person who is wanting to learn. And when you get around these people, it is absolutely amazing and amazing things happen. Two, if you're going to SFR, so that means your tickets, your flights, your hotel, all of it is a tax write off. This is an opportunity for you to better your business and yourself, getting in person training, being able to connect with other people. And it's also a tax write off. So it helps you with the sales that you get. I'll have a whole session with one of those whenever we get closer to, um, tax season. I am not a tax specialist. I am not one to do not take my word. There is a great tax group on Facebook. You can also contact a CPA in your area, because every location is different, every state is different, and I don't know where you're watching from. But besides that, SFR is just amazing. I'm gonna be able to meet up with some of my best friends. We are staying in the hotel together, and we already know there's things that we wanna go to, and then there's things that we wanna go to things different. We have different soundbite areas that we're hitting, and we also have a couple people in our room that will be presenting. So that is awesome that I get to see the backside of having a presenter in my room and see what they have to go through and what they're required to do because man, I can't wait to have to do any of these. Not have to. I can't wait to be asked to do any of these. But SFR is something that you need to make a priority in your business if you want this as a business. Now, if you're not working Scentsy as a business, then this is one of those that you should go, you should try to go. But the free products, the one-on-one trainings that you can catch, you'll see a SSD sitting off to the side and you'll see a group of people just around them, just trying to absorb everything they say. And there'll be times that you'll be sitting at lunch and you're sitting there talking to someone and you realize that of who that was. Maybe you saw someone that you've watched on YouTube or you've gotten to see them at one of the Scentsy funded trainings, or even Scentsy supply trainings that we have. There's a Tuesday training every single week. They have other trainings that are in the workstation, but training yourself and getting around other people that just love Scentsy will help your business. It will fill your cup and it'll give you the motivation to start moving and doing stuff in your business, and it will inspire you to do more. So, if you're wanting to move your business or your Scentsy business into a full-fledged business, SFR is a place to do it. Now, I will be at SFR on Monday. I leave on Saturday to come back home. So if you happen to see me out and about, stop me, tell me who you are, tell me a little bit about how your Scentsy journey has been going. Let me know, let me know a little bit about you. And I'd love to take a picture with you. I'd love to be able to connect with so many of you. But have fun. Like SFR is supposed to be an experience. Yes, it's a business trip. Yes, there's training, but it doesn't mean that you can't enjoy it. Find the joy, find the love, find that fire that you had when you first started with Scentsy and get yourself moving again. Let's get our businesses up off the ground and get it moving forward to your goal, to whatever you're wanting your business to be. So, with that, I am Cassie Bollinger. I believe this is part 12, part 13. I'm not even sure anymore, but this is my journey of moving my business back to where it needs to be, knowing that I am worthy of success. I am worthy of this business and I'm worthy to be here in front of you, training you and showing you the ins and outs, the goods and the bads of my business. And hopefully, this is helping you take one step, one positive outlook, one motivational spot, something that brightens your day. I love you all. I hope you have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you guys